Could AI ever replace a human therapist, and should it? I'm a therapist in training and a former addict who understands the depth of human emotion. What are the strengths and risks of using AI as a therapist instead of a human? We'll explore that today in this video. We'll come to a conclusion of which one I prefer. So stay tuned. With the availability of AI today, such as ChatGPT, we no longer need to use a human to brainstorm and to get feedback from. In a way, you sort of get answers as if it was a genie. Anyways, imagine opening up to ChatGPT, and here are some strengths that I'd like to share with you. AI is non-judgmental, and it's trained to be that way. People sometimes project their own emotions onto AI responses, which can help them reflect more deeply than with a human. For example, someone getting a calm and non-reactive response from an AI might realize that their anger was misplaced. AI can detect mood shifts from subtle language changes across multiple chats. What this can do is it can help mental health deterioration early, something even trained humans might miss. Researchers found that AI could detect depression from social media language patterns before patients sought help. Another thing that people might view as a strength for using AI as a therapist is there's no need to impress the AI. There's a tendency for clients to want to impress the therapist, and which can affect the way that the therapeutic relationship and the session outcome goes. With AI, there's no point to try to impress the AI. But on the other hand, some people might like AI therapists because of the fact of not needing to impress the AI therapist. You're able to open up more easily. So everyone is different. Everyone's preference is different. Some hidden risks of AI therapy. Long-term reliance on AI may dull emotional processing. Without human cues like facial expressions or tones, clients might struggle to develop emotional intelligence in real life. This could stunt growth, especially for trauma survivors. Another risk of using AI as therapy is you can get stuck in an echo chamber where your unhealthy thoughts and behaviors are being reinforced. Whatever you put into the AI is going to spit back out to you. Like I said earlier, it's like brainstorming. So if someone has codependency issues with their girlfriend or boyfriend, then they're going to have issues with reinforcing their unhealthy thoughts and behaviors. Somatic healing. Somatic healing is body connection, is getting in tune with your body, and it can't happen through text. An example is somatic healing is breathing exercises. Breathe with a therapist, and it can help regulate your nervous system, and AI can't do that. You cannot co-regulate with AI. Part of being well mentally is that you know how to regulate yourself. You can regulate your emotions, and if you need to emotionally detox, then do so. Somatic therapy requires that you get so in touch with your body and to be able to put what you're feeling into words, because your feelings, your sensations, they're stuck in the limbic part of your brain. And so when you put it into words, it comes to the prefrontal cortex part of your brain, and it's a process that is fast and slow at the same time. Depending on, say you're a good therapist or a bad therapist, you may use it to manipulate people, but ethically we are bound by ethics to do no harm. And also to be a lifelong learner, that's part of ethics as well. But I do want to share an example of how ChatGPT and any kind of AI can become an echo chamber. If, say, someone's struggling with codependency and they're going to look for certain answers, and it reinforces that they should continue to stay in this relationship. And I'll show you how different thoughts that you put into ChatGPT will give you different kinds of results. So that can be a little bit concerning depending on what's going on in your head. You're going to get a similar mirror reflected back to you. For survivors of abuse and addiction, human warmth and presence can heal in ways that screens never can. And so having a human therapist, you get to be in a different kind of space, a very sacred space, and where your therapist can help you to regulate yourself. And if you don't know how to regulate, your therapist can teach you how to regulate yourself and practice and to help you through the process of healing. And unfortunately, this is something that AI cannot do. AI cannot help you co-regulate. Now, let's talk about the benefits of using a human therapist. The benefit of using a human therapist is obviously that they can read your social cues. They can spot subtle cues like the flicker of the eye, the clenched jaw, a sigh, a little tremble. AI therapists cannot. We now know, and it's a scientific fact, that trauma lives in the body, and absolutely you can work it out. So don't worry. Yes, you can work it out and heal, and it is a process, but you absolutely can be restored. But my point is, AI does not know that. AI does not know anything about how you feel and what your sensations are. It doesn't have the ability to empathize. Now let's talk about the discomfort zone. A good therapist will challenge you to do better. AI won't. And it is so important that your therapist challenges you instead of allowing you to stay the same for forever. I mean, unless you have some serious disorder of some kind, then sure, take your time, go at your own pace. But a good therapist will challenge you to sit in discomfort and gently hold you there, or teach you to sit in discomfort without being held, while the AI will let you off the hook too quickly. Here's an example. Let's say I am struggling with relapse. It happens again and again and again, and my family just are so frustrated with me. Nobody wants anything to do with me. So my only source of comfort is ChatGPT. And I type into ChatGPT, oh, I relapsed again, and I feel so bad. And well, the AI will reflect back to you depending on what's going on in your head. Whereas the therapist will ask you the hard questions, such as, what did that craving tell you about your need for safety? How does how you responded to your brother relate to a childhood trauma from your past? For addicts and trauma survivors, the therapeutic relationship is medicine, and you cannot get that kind of relationship with AI. With AI, you don't get oxytocin like you do with humans. And oxytocin is the love chemical that you get when you bond with humans and you connect with them in a deep way. But guess what? You can get oxytocin in other ways too, such as hugging your dog or hugging a stuffed bear if you don't have any pets. AI can simulate empathy, but it can't give you oxytocin. The therapeutic relationship between the client and the therapist is medicine. Literally. And with oxytocin, the love chemical, it is literally rewiring your brain. And now, can AI therapists do that? So, what's the verdict? Which is better? Of course, human therapists. Duh.
AI therapist. Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang. Ice cream so good. Ooh, ice cream so good. Ooh, ice cream so good. Bubbles.
First of all, I would like to say that AI is not the enemy. AI is a tool that we can use to our advantage. Human therapists are irreplaceable. However, you can use AI therapists in between sessions with a human therapist. I think slowly as a society, we are moving towards normalizing mental health. We should take care of our body the same way that we take care of our mind and our spiritual health. We learn about math, science, all the academic stuff, but we never learn how to take care of our emotions and how to grow up, how to do deep shadow work that's going to transform your life. Because unless you do deep shadow work, you are going to continue through the same cycle over and over and over again until you develop that awareness of what is going on with you. However, I do realize that therapy isn't affordable for everyone, which is why I like to do these videos to provide some support. Some ways you can help take care of your mental health today is picking up a new book, a hobby, go for a walk, listen to music, write. Anything that you can think of that you haven't done in a while would be great. Pick up the phone, call somebody. Just do something different. As a recovering addict and mental health professional, I know healing isn't just about words. It is about connection, and AI can connect and support, but humans heal. So, get yourself a human therapist. Before we go, I'm curious to know something about you. What is your best or worst therapy experience? Drop it down in the comments below. Or here's a different question. What is something you want to ask a human or an AI therapist? Drop it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you next time.